Dave shot this buck last night. It wasn't even that bad of a shot. It just, he laid down a couple times and got up, and obviously it was a night hunt, so it got dark. Didn't really have a choice but to leave them. Otherwise we would have just pushed them, and there's surrounding corn everywhere, so you didn't want to push them into the cornfield. So we left them for the night, which is the risky thing is up here is the coyotes are pretty thick, but it was really the only thing we could have done. So it's been about 10 hours, I think, 9 hours, 10 hours. So he last bedded in the middle of this alfalfa field. We're gonna get back in there and start searching for him. He's gonna be dead. Just hopefully he's dead where he was.
Yeah, put a new set of skills to the test at this point.
Yep.
It's not easy.
This is a North Dakota first for us.
Yeah, that's true.
And this is a huge 160-acre field, so
we've done this before, but I've got a telephone pole marked from where I was standing on the dirt mound last night where Kane and I were. I've got a telephone pole marked, and he bedded right in line with that. So I'm gonna drop Dean off and have him get on these hay bales and just overlook, start glassing, and then I'm gonna drive back down and go get back on the dirt mound and just kind of have Dean walk towards me and see if we can find him that way. I mean, overnight with the dew, and we're not going to find any blood in this alfalfa, and in the middle of the field it gets pretty thick. So once he's down, like when he was putting his head down, it was tough to see where he even was. But just pray that the coyotes didn't get to him before we can.
Crazy is that? Shot that deer from up on that dirt mound right there. 2 of them hiding in the grass. Insane. Insane.
you want to talk about how strong deer are. This deer is still alive. He's laying down, he's got his head up. I'm not sure he can go anywhere. I want to move because my wind's blowing right at him, but he's not moving. This is going to be crazy. It's a big wide open field, and we got to figure out how to get another arrow in him.
I'm 78 yards from home right now. Got him. Got him, baby. Got him, baby. Come on. Woo-hoo. What a sneak up. And he finished him off. Oh, that took forever, baby. And he didn't go anywhere. Thank you, God. That is hunting at its finest. Not a perfect shot to begin with, but a hell of an effort. Great work, man. Great job. Congrats. Nice deer. Nice buck. Well, North Dakota seems to have a way of always being good to me for whatever reason. My first hunt with a bow, took Kane out last night, and really just wanted to enjoy a hunt with him, honestly. Not that I went into it nonchalantly, but I went into it not really expecting much, and that's usually when it happens, when you least expect it. As Uncle Jay always says, we had 5 bucks in front of us, 8 total deer, trying to get a shot, literally sitting on a molehill in the middle of an alfalfa field, and all these deer just, they feed right out in front of it. And had this buck targeted, wasn't sure if we were gonna shoot him or not, with Kane with me in the blind, or I should say on the hill. He was saying shoot him, and really a lot of what this trip is about for us is the adventure, creating more memories, creating more stories. And with bringing Kane up as a young bow hunter, it was tough not to do it. Unfortunately, I did not, honestly, I placed my arrow where I wanted it. He was just a little bit more quartering to than I had anticipated, and came back in this morning, had to put a stalk on him, so the story wasn't over yet. And it keeps building and building and building. And I don't know, the rest is history. He's going home with us. I'm extremely happy. More venison for the freezer. Another completely full velvet, beautiful North Dakota whitetail under the belt. And we're not done yet. We got a couple more hunts to go. So we got our work cut out for us now with limited time left. Dean still has a tag in his pocket, which we're pretty excited about. And we get to enjoy some of the sweet nectar that North Dakota provides. The sweet, sweet nectar. We'll probably be grilling a little bit of them tonight. We said we needed to have loins on the grill before we left. It's a tradition. We kept it alive. Unbelievable. I'm so grateful for the opportunity, so grateful for the sacrifice, and grateful to be a bow hunter. Another velvet buck under the belt. Pretty incredible. I'm a lucky guy. Great work, man. Great job. Congrats. Nice deer. Unreal, man. Congratulations. That is awesome. All right, well, going in after a new buck tonight, new hunt, new sit, new spot. We hung this little stand up yesterday. You can only get one person in this tree. It's a real small tree, only about 9, maybe 10 feet off the ground. The canopy in this woods is real low. It's dark in there, so it'll get dark quick, but there's where we're at, if you're on the ground, this patch of woods sits in kind of like a saddle in a bottom area of a big bean field, and you can't see anything if you're on the ground. You're just looking up, outside the field. There's a couple sloughs that are over little knolls, and you can't see them if you're on the ground. So
I think getting up even 10 feet is gonna be, it's the best we can do here. These bucks that were on here, specifically this buck we call East Coast, who the deer, that's the deer we're gonna be in here after. They were on the camera at like 6 this morning. So I don't think they're far. That's probably the latest I think they've been on the camera in the morning. So yeah, cross our fingers. I don't think they're far. We got a northwest wind. It's probably the coldest. Well, it's one of the chillier nights of these 6 days that we can hunt. It's 65 degrees right now, and it's gonna die down. The wind's gonna die down, and the temps are gonna fall right at dark. So if there's a time these bucks want to move in daylight, or this buck, it could be tonight. It'd be nice. Can we tag 2 in one day? Is that possible?